Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RuckU News, RuckU Ramble. Quite an interesting week. Quinlan is banned, hence misses the Lions tour. I did actually state on the RuckU site that maybe it was a little bit harsh. Was a bit worried when the only guy who did support me was Swanee. So I realised then that I'd probably misread the situation completely. So you carry on, Swanee. I'm backing out, and I think the guy deserves his 12 weeks. I was reading, because I'm like that, recent signings in the English game. Gloucester have signed Samoan international Eliota Fuimauno-Sapulo. Commentators will be chuffed about this. Saints have swooped for Argentinian prop Santiago Bonavino, and Sale Sharks have signed Fijian back row Sisa Koyamaiboli. Sky team are ecstatic. I mean, that's a disgrace, isn't it? It's England, for God's sake. Do you know, I mean, we should be calling him, can't we call Eliota, could we say, Eliota, it's a little bit tricky your name, can we call you Eric? And Santiago, you shall be known as Stephen. And maybe the Fijian, Sisa, you could be known as Simon. Then you'd fit in much better, it's the English game. God, crazy, isn't it? Commentators are going to love that. Actually, I was thinking, I was looking at that, the Saints have also signed, what is that, Brian Mujati. And Jim Mallender has said, Brian is one of the rising stars of South African rugby. Big coup for them. Swanee, because word on the street, Swanee, is that he left South Africa because you were trying to slip in behind him. Bit of an in-joke, that. Good looking boy, Swanee. Anyway, enough abuse for you, Swanee. PRA Awards this week, and Mapusua is Player of the Year. Quite rightly, probably. I think he's had a great season. He was quoted as saying, "It's a humbling honour and a great surprise." Young Player of the Year was Foden. Maybe a little bit surprised. He was voted in ahead of Croft and Danny Care. And Danny Care was quoted as saying, "Bastard." Well, obviously he wasn't, but that's what he was thinking. So well done to you too. Robbie Deans. Robbie Deans, Australian coach Robbie Deans, has warned Wallaby players mulling lucrative overseas offers that they would face lifelong regrets if they put money ahead their Test careers. Hang on. Australian coach Robbie Deans, born in New Zealand, raised in New Zealand, coached in New Zealand, has warned Wallaby players mulling over lucrative overseas offers. No, hang on. Australian coach Robbie Deans, born in New Zealand, raised in New Zealand, coached in New Zealand, now coaching Australia overseas, has warned Wallaby players mulling lucrative overseas offers. Well, not sure about that. Rugby Football Union have bid for the 2015 World Cup, and they're going to use Football Stadium. We have some good stadium here. I say we, fraudulent slip. They are also going to be playing games in Wales. Strange. And had a serious debate. Why do we need Wales? I mean, why do we need Wales? They shafted us last time in the vote for the host of the 2007 Rugby World Cup. England, I think, got one vote. One. That was themselves. Surprised that, really, isn't it? Popular, the RFU. So why have we bothered to give Wales anything? And why am I talking in a Welsh accent? I don't know. But the RFU, on a serious note, bidding for 2015 Rugby World Cup, should it come back to England? Francis Barron said, of course it should, this is the home of rugby. We should have put everyone's backs up. Or should it go to Japan? A little flag about, expanding the game, marketing the game, go to Japan. Go to a new territory, go, to somewhere in Asia. They love rugby. They get great crowds at schoolboy rugby. They have a growing club game over there. I just think we've got to break it out of the little club that is, you know, England, home unions, France, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. It's pretty samey, isn't it? And if we're serious about spreading the word, put it somewhere else. So no doubt then it'll go to England, and I will have absolutely nothing to do with it. Big game this weekend, Leicester London Irish. I'll put the blockers and say that Leicester will win. It was daring, wasn't it? They're in good form, I think. Player of the moment, Croft, should be in the Lions store. I think Leicester, there's something about them. When Dino was with them, they had a great sense of humour, you see. And Dino, very dry. My favourite story about the whole Leicester thing was when Dino first took over as coach, first training session, Austin Healey was still there. Monday, he said there was a recovery session or weight session, and Tuesday was his first day coaching. First game was Northampton, big, local derby. Austin comes up to him and said, Dean, I'd like to talk to you about the game on Saturday. The Saints. And Dino said, yeah. He said, I just want to talk it through with you because it's a big game, we don't want to mess it up. And Dino said, yeah. He said, Austin, the Saints, looking at your stats, Austin, looking at your stats. He said, the Saints will know, Austin, at scrum half, that statistically off your left hand, you have a passing accuracy of 91% and an average passing ability of 12 yards. Off your right hand, Austin, the Saints will know that your passing accuracy is 95% and your average pass length is 15 yards. Saints will also know, Austin, that kicking off your left foot, your accuracy is 82%, and average kick length 31 yards. And the Saints will also know, Austin, off your right foot, your kicking accuracy is 93%, and your average kicking length of 37 yards. And Austin was like, right, he said. Crucially though, Austin, what the Saints won't know about you is that you're not fucking picked. I like that. See you next week.